Welcome back to my channel, guys. Conscious and aware. Come on. Now today's video, I want to talk about anxiety. Anxiety is something that I personally been dealing with for a long period of time, and something that a lot of people are dealing with. So I just want to talk about it, and to provide some sort of resolve or solution to whatever anxiety that you're facing. Now the first thing is anxiety itself. The word anxiety, personally I don't like to use the word anxiety because I feel like it's a label that can become a life sentence, in a sense that once you identify yourself as an anxious person, or you're telling everyone, keep affirming to yourself that you got anxiety, it's going to keep reoccurring to your life. You're basically manifesting that. So don't identify too much with the word anxiety. Now, what is anxiety? Anxiety in itself, all it is overthinking. All it is your imagination working. You understand? So the main thing you want to understand is that no matter what you think about, no matter how much you plan, you cannot control the future. Anxiety comes from trying to be in control over future events and trying to figure things out, which you truly cannot do. Because at the end of the day, nobody knows what next day got to hold, or next week, or even 10 minutes. Nobody knows what's going to happen. You know, there's a great quote by Alan Watts which says, no amount of anxiety is going to make any difference to what's going to happen. You see, you can plan all you want, you can try and draw the blueprint out. I'm not saying them things are bad, but at the end of the day, things are not going to go accordingly regardless. Now that doesn't mean don't plan. All I'm trying to say is that do not focus yourself outside of the present moment. You see, when people are suffering from anxiety or depression, it comes from being outside of the present moment. What I'm trying to say by that is that in this moment right now, you watching this video, everything is cool, or whatever task you're doing, everything is cool. If you start to think about future or the past, now you're suffering. Ask yourself, when you're suffering or not feeling good mentally or within yourself, what is usually happening? Usually you're lost in thought, you're overthinking. But physically, no one's hitting you or whipping you or nothing. It's just that you're suffering from your own thoughts, from your own mind. You understand? So for me, when I get into anxious state, I always come back to the present moment. Okay, breathe, breath. That's the first thing I focus on. Be aware of your breath going in and out. One, not only does breathing in and out calm you down, two is that it makes you aware of the moment you're in. You understand? So the breathing is a crucial thing, man, that I make sure I'm always do whenever I'm overthinking, or I try to do consciously throughout the day. So that's definitely something you can implement into your life, breathing consciously. You understand? Another thing you need to focus on is that, one thing you need to realize is that the more you focus on the future or the past, the more you're out of the present moment, and the more that you're out of the present moment, the more you're messing up the present moment by not being at your best, and that's going to affect the future. You understand? If you're always thinking about the future, then you're not present. And if you're messing up the present, then you're messing up the future. You feel what I'm saying to you? So being in the moment is crucial. I'm not saying don't make plans or, you know, think ahead of time. You have to do them things, but always, once you do that, come straight back to the moment you're in right now. You understand? Because if you do not do that, then you're not going to be at your best. You're never going to be a true best. You know? Because if today you're thinking about tomorrow, and tomorrow you think about the next day, and the next day you're thinking about the future, then you're not even alive, in the sense that you're not in the moment. You're always living in imagination. You're living in your mind and that. You know? And that's the biggest struggle. You know? Another great quote, thing by Plato, is that you can only control yourself, not outside events. The future or the overthinking is something that's outside of yourself, you know? So this moment you're in right now, watching the video, is what you should focus on. Whatever task you're doing, make sure you focus on that task. If you're eating food, make sure you focus on eating your food, tasting it. If you're watching a video, make sure you're focusing on the video, not trying to multitask. You know, the present moment is what brings peace and harmony to you. Like a great quote again by, I believe it was Buddha or Zen teachings, is that The future is your imagination. The past is your memory. And the present moment is all there is. You see, when you're suffering from anxiety, you're suffering from your imagination. If you're suffering from depression, you're suffering from your memory. In the moment in right now, there is no suffering. You know? So for all the people who tend to get anxious or who are suffering from overthinking, keep all of the things I said in mind. How you're feeling is self-inflicted. The stress you're feeling, the tension in your head, the overthinking is self-inflicted. Take full responsibility for that. Do not blame other people or society or the government. Nah, take full responsibility on how you feel. Because if you take full responsibility, then you're able to change it. And stop labeling yourself as an anxious person. You're not an anxious person. You feel anxious from time to time, but you're not anxiety. You feel what I'm saying to you? So, that's what I want to leave you with in this video. Stay in the present moment. Whenever you feel yourself getting anxious, breathe, be aware of your surroundings, be aware of what you can hear, see, and taste, and come back to the moment. 2, whenever you think of the future, come back to this moment again, because you cannot control the future. You can only control yourself. You feel me? And the last thing I want to leave you with is that do not give up on yourself. You know, no matter how hard this thing gets and how hard it is that you're battling within yourself, always come back to yourself. Keep educating yourself, keep working on yourself, and step by step you will get there. You feel what I'm saying? So anxiety is something completely natural. How long you stay in the anxious state is your own doing. Thank you very much for watching the video. If it brought you value, please like, comment, subscribe, and yeah man, I hope to see you in my next video. Come on, come on, come on.